Vanish Magic magazine. Today we're going to be checking out two products. The first is Second Sight by Illuminati Magic, and then we're going to look at Scribe. First of all, let's check out this here, Second Sight. Before we do that, actually, let me tell you a couple of things about Illuminati Magic. They've created probably the most advanced systems of any sort of Bluetooth or electronic magic there is. And the reason this is simply because Nathan, who is the CEO of the company, has over 30 years experience producing high-tech equipment and apps and so on for places like Pfizer. He has something that saved the president's life, President Bush, that the Secret Service used. His company created something there. So he started in the medical profession, came up with a system 30 years ago using technology where that is now implemented in most of the medical profession. So he has a long background in this sort of thing, and he has a tech team that can just produce the ultimate in high-tech magic, and that's exactly what he's done. Another thing I didn't know, and this is really interesting, is that the iPhone is only capable of taking 7 Bluetooth items. So if you are like me and you love that sort of Bluetooth magic, I love all those things, I have everything, and I perform it all. I'm limited to only 7 things, so I might have 2 Rubik's Cubes, for example, with CubeSmith, which I love. I might have other things, my notifier with them, Peaksmith, my watch, all these other things. So they all add up. So by the time I get to do my music, I've got no more Bluetooth left for my music. So it adds up really quickly. What I do want to say, and this is the biggest advantage with Illuminati Magic, is they probably have 12, maybe more products on the market. The nice thing about this is that all those 12 products go into one app, which I can show you. So there's the app here. Unify, there it is there. They go into the one app, and that only you have 12 different things from color match to what I'm about to show you. It only takes up one Bluetooth spot. So that's really important, something to consider. I was not aware that you were only allowed 7, but with this brand of magic, Illuminati Magic, you can have every one of their products, maybe it's 12, maybe it's more, and it all goes into the one app. So everything is run off the one app, which is a huge advance, because normally you'd have different apps for different things. You have to make sure everything's turned on. If you use their brand of product, you only have to open up their app and everything will connect automatically. So now we're going to look at Scribe. Scribe is a tag reader. So for example, I have the playing cards. Each playing card is tagged, for example, and there's lots of ways that I can find out if someone selects a playing card, and I'm going to do it now. I'm going to have my phone on. I think my phone is on vibrate. I'll show you in a second. I've got it on speech so you can hear it. They also sell Bluetooth glasses. These aren't Bluetooth glasses, so actually they're bone conduction glasses. So you can have an earpiece, or if you like me, I like wearing glasses. The voice goes into the glasses, which goes into your bone, and the voice you're going to hear is going to come off my phone. But you could do that too. So we're going to take the spectator can take a card. You can be out of the room, wherever. They can put their card between their hand. And now I know the card is the 10 of hearts because it tells me on here. And I've got it set up so that this is another thing that they sell, is the notifier. So there's the 10 of hearts there. It can tell me over voice activation. I can take another card, for example. I don't know what it is. Cover it up. So it's covered in the spectator's hand. I can tell you right now it's the 3 of diamonds. I'm not sure if you heard that. But here, for example, on my phone, if I go to photos, this is using their image editor, for example. You can see here, and right there, it instantly gives you the image. So there's the first one, I think was the 10 of hearts. And then the second one is the 3 of diamonds. You can make your own photo, and you can have, so that goes to something that they also produced called Image Editor. So everything, all their items can go together. So this is Image Editor, something else that's in their app. It's a separate item as well. But you can see how you can sort of combine all these different things. There's different ways of getting the information, like this little notifier here. So any card, now I'll do another card. Let's see if we can do this here. So there's my phone. My phone can be out of play. I can use my phone if I want to have it send it to me. I can use that as a notifier. So here's a card again. So it goes near Second Sight here, Second Sight here. I can tell you that, well, it tells me right there that it's a 2 of clubs. I know instantly without even looking at it. And here it tells the notification is there. It says 2 of clubs right up there. So if I've got my phone nearby, I quickly get a glance at it. I can go to the picture, sorry, the photos, and then right there I am, almost instantly I am holding the prediction. The other thing about this is they've also added the feature in where you can go back in time, so they can scroll back a week and see the photograph of a prediction you made. You're not limited by playing cards with Second Sight. Anytime you have a tag, now a tag is like a very thin piece of paper with magical electronics in it, I guess. They're not expensive. Anytime you have that, you can put that. So these playing cards are beautiful because these are actually supplied by Illuminati. They're plastic coated. They're the Phoenix deck, so they're a nice deck of cards. I can actually use this for regular magic. I can do my pinky counts, everything I want to do with it. A little heavier than perhaps normal deck of cards, but you can do everything that you'd normally do with a deck of cards. They're designed with a sort of a plastic coating because you want to protect these cards because they aren't cheap. Because each one has a tag. And so there's 52 cards. Each one can send a signal. So instantly I know that that one is the 8 of diamonds. And again, it goes to my notifier. I can have it on the earpiece. I can have it in my Bluetooth glasses. I can get it from my phone. And then of course I've got it set up so it's 8 of diamonds. So you know these are coated in plastic, so they last if you out working at a bar or something and they get some water, so you can protect them. But these tags you can place in anything from lottery balls to your business cards. He has a great routine where he's put them into, and again, everything we're going to talk about Scribe, and we'll talk about it now, because if you have these put into, say, postcards of different locations, you can actually print off an airline ticket. So it could be Air Canada, for example. So the spectator chooses any postcard they want, for example, and say it's Paris. You just have to get the card near the Second Sight, and you can then get notification of what it is. But then it'll send it to Image Editor or another software within actually Image Editor, and then you can have that automatically sent within seconds. They can give you a price, a whole lot of different information, and you can print off instantly an airline ticket. And then that's what Scribe is. We're going to go over that, but it's a printer. So the technology is probably the most advanced, to be honest, I've ever seen. And I've done a lot of research. I have most products on the market, I think, a lot of products. The nice thing about this, though, is the battery life on this. It's just rechargeable, regular charger. So you just charge that up, and it'll last you a very long time. Couple of maybe, it'll last you. I had that one charged, I think, and now it's giving me a couple of hours. So you're going to get a lot of charge out of that for a working professional. The Illuminati Magic really is designed for the working professional, somebody that doesn't want to charge batteries, something that will last a long time before you have to recharge. And so these are things that are super important. The two big factors for me are the battery life of everything they produce, because you charge it up, there's no buying extra batteries, and they last a very long time. And the other thing is the app. The app, and then not taking all that space of your Bluetooth, is extremely important for me as a working professional. So I love the Second Sight. There's so much you can do with it. You can check out their website, Illuminati-magic.com. This is Second Sight. There's so much you can do with this. You can have this on a band. You can go over their hand. You can have this built into it. It's very thin, as you can see, so this can go into a close-up mat. And the other really nice thing is that everything works together. So if you start collecting Illuminati magic, you can use it with all their other things, and they tie it in and send information, and it's truly remarkable. And I'm doing some actually incredible effects. So I'm going to switch this off, because the nice thing about this too is that again, it'll tell me here that it's switched off. It'll tell me if it's connected. It'll tell me on the phone, or if this is Bluetooth. If I have it set up for Bluetooth with the glasses or an earpiece, I can hear that I've turned it off. So there's warning systems. So if the battery's low, I will know all this. It's remarkable. Let's look at Scribe. Here we are. This is the Scribe by Illuminati Magic. It's basically a thermal printer. It's extremely small, very durable. I'm a big fan of thermal printers. We've reviewed other great ones in the past too. So here it is here. It's nicely in a case. Everything is manufactured and made. It's got a lot of great little things that I haven't seen in others before. Also, the paper is larger than other ones I've seen. So it's a larger size paper. And you can buy these rolls of paper anywhere. It's just thermal paper, regular paper. So what does this do? This allows you to print airline tickets, lottery, anything pretty much you can think of. One of the things I recently did was buy an A4 sheets of thermal paper. And so, for example, no matter what country you're in, They have over 200 images you can use and edit in the image editor that the company does, Illuminati Magic produces. It's all in the app. So you can print off almost anything thermally using black and white, so it'll look like a real ticket. So for example, your airline tickets, if it has some color in it, you take an A4 thermal piece of paper and you cut them, you print them out on Photoshop or whatever program you use, and then you've got your thermal tickets ready to go. You can print them through, so when they come out, their color, the text will be in black and white, of course, and it looks just like a regular ticket. And as I said earlier, if you had postcards, you can use the second sight, and instead of sending messages, sending messages on your phone's completely out of sight. It just has to go near the postcard. Second sight goes near, and it sends all the information to here, and it prints out. It prints it out almost instantly. There's a couple of great things. I mean, he's also done, the Illuminati Magic have also produced they've produced actually voice. So the Bluetooth glasses have headphones in them, but if your phone is nearby, I could say to somebody, okay, give me some numbers. So they might say 6, 10, 12, whatever. By using the voice system, I can actually call those numbers out, and if I have my Bluetooth glasses on, then they're nowhere in, there's nothing in sight, just my glasses. And I can actually, the printer will get those numbers, put them in order, and then print out the lottery ticket. So there's nothing written down, it's just the numbers are called out. It could be anything as well, like Paris. There's words, you can call out words. Also those impression pads, they're working with people to integrate some of the impression pads that are out there, so you can have a spectator write a word down and it'll print it out. There's lots of different ways you can use this. The technology that they've incorporated here is the most advanced I've ever seen. This has other little features, for example, little things that I've noticed. It has an automatic feeder, so when I put the paper in, press a button, it'll automatically feed. Makes life a lot easier. It has a tester as well, because if you know anything about thermal printers, sometimes you want to make sure you get the orientation correct, and you might want to test it before you perform. I recommend it all the time, because it's happened to me once, and only once, and luckily it was for friends and not a paid performance. But I put the paper inside and it just came out blank. So you do have to watch out for that. But not with this, because you can actually do a test, and then before you do it, to a test to make sure that the paper is correct. They have a lot of other little features here. So this enables you, and this fits in your pocket. You can have it feed into a wallet perhaps, or into anything. And you can have handwriting come out. You can do your business cards. You can get thermal stickers, so you can put stickers on the back of things like business cards. You could, and as I said, you can make airline tickets, lottery tickets. You get the A4 thermal pieces of paper, and you just print them in your regular printer, and then you set it up within Image Editor, which is in the app, and you can then print your own lottery ticket from your own country or your own city. So it's really remarkable. What Illuminati Magic have done with their products is truly it's truly remarkable. I know that he's taken the technology to a level that we haven't seen before. And so, I love this. I love thermal printers generally. I have one I use all the time, and now I have two. I will continue to use the other. I'll also continue to use this. It depends again on your price range, because these aren't cheap products, but they're made for professionals and they're built to last. And the help desk is excellent. If you have any problems, there's a Facebook group you can go on. If you own the products, people are sharing ideas. So I highly, highly recommend Illuminati Magic.